Hello students, myself Anna Sahib Gaurane from Rayat Shikshan Sanstha's RBNB College Srirampur. I am junior college teacher in physics. Now our today's article is electromagnetic induction from 12th science. In last 2-3 lectures we have studied what is electromagnetic induction, Faraday's laws, Lenz's law, flux due to a field, and motional EMF, that is EMF produced in a conductor due to motion. And in that article we have studied the translational motion of conductor. In translational motion of conductor, if L is the length of the conductor, V is the velocity of conductor in a magnetic field, the EMF induced is given by BLV. In the translational motion of conductor, EMF induced is E is equal to BLV. Now in motional EMF, we see second article. That is motional EMF in rotating bar. Motional EMF in rotating bar. This bar is a conducting bar. Motional EMF in a rotating bar, that is motional EMF in a rotating conducting bar. In motional EMF of conductor, we know E equal to BLV. B is the length of conductor, V is the velocity of conductor, and B is the magnetic field, that is the magnetic induction. Now here we study the motional EMF in rotating bar. For this purpose, we consider a magnetic field perpendicular to this plane of the board. Suppose magnetic field is like this. This crosses indicates the magnetic field is perpendicular and it is inward. This is the magnetic field. But this magnetic field is perpendicular but inward. If dot is there, field will be perpendicular but outward. This crosses indicates magnetic field is perpendicular but inward. Here we consider a conducting bar. Suppose this is a bar, conducting bar. Suppose this conducting bar is pivoted at one end, or it is fixed. This fixed point is called as pivot. Conducting bar is pivoted at one end. Suppose L is length of this conducting bar. It is placed in a magnetic field. L is the length of the bar. We consider small element of this bar as dr. Suppose this is the small element of bar. Length of this small element of bar is dr. And suppose this element moves with a velocity v in a magnetic field. And this dr is at a distance r from the pivot or from the fixed point. And this bar is rotated in a magnetic field around this fixed point. We call this point as pivot. And one main thing is magnetic field is perpendicular and it is directed inward. Due to rotation of this bar, we consider the small element dr. This element moves with the velocity v as shown in the figure. Due to rotation of this bar, EMF is induced between the ends of the bar. and this induced EMF, we know induced EMF in a conducting bar is BLV. If we consider the small element dr, the induced EMF in that small element will be also small, and suppose that induced EMF due to this element dr is, we denote it as dE, small EMF, and this induced EMF is, we write it as BV, and instead of this L, we write it as dr, BV dr. Small induced EMF due to the element is D, formula is BLV, we write this BV, and instead of L, we write it as dr. The bar is made up of all such small elements and they are in series. These elements are in series. So total EMF will be addition of such small EMFs, or we denote it by the induced integration. So total EMF in a bar E is equal to, these small elements are in series, so addition of such small EMFs, that is integration of D, or it is integration of BV dr, integration of BV dr. But the total length here is L, this total length is L, so we write here as integration from 0 to L. But we know V is equal to R omega, so this EMF is 0 to L B R omega dr, R omega dr. As this B and omega are constant, we write it as E is equal to integration 0 to L, we take this B omega outside the integration, R dr. But we know integration R dr is R square by 2, hence this E is equal to B omega R square by 2 from 0 to L. 0 to L. Firstly we substitute the upper limit and then minus lower limit. As this is 0, this will be E is equal to B omega L square upon 2, or 1/2. E is equal to B omega L square upon 2, or it is 1/2 B omega L square, 1/2 B omega L square. We write it as 1/2 L square B L square, we write it as L into L, BL into L omega. We write this L square as L into L, but L omega is velocity. L omega is velocity. So that EMF is 1/2 BLV. So this is expression for motional EMF in a rotating bar, and that motional EMF is 1/2 BL. Okay, here BL, this L omega is V, this motional EMF is BLV. Motional EMF is 1/2, this L omega is V, motional EMF is 1/2 BL into V. For the sliding bar, EMF is BLV, and if bar is rotating, conducting bar is rotating, that EMF is half of this. That is, for the rotating bar, the EMF induced is, see here, this is 1/2 BLV. For the sliding bar, we already derived this relation, E is equal to BLV. So here the EMF induced is half that of the sliding bar. So this is the motional EMF in case of rotating bar. Now our next article is, we see the next article here, induction and energy transfer. Induction and energy transfer. Induction and energy transfer. Here also we consider a magnetic field perpendicular to the plane of the paper or plane of the board. This magnetic field is like this. This crosses indicates magnetic field is perpendicular but directed inward, like this. And in this magnetic field, we consider a conducting wire or loop ABCD. Suppose this is the rectangular wire or loop ABCD. ABCD. Suppose this length is L, this length is L, and suppose this is the magnetic field. This dotted portion indicates the magnetic field. This dotted rectangle is the magnetic field. This magnetic field is perpendicular but inward, and suppose length of the wire inside the magnetic field, or this side inside the magnetic field is, suppose X, inside the field, length of this side is X, this is L. It means area within the magnetic field is L into this X, and this loop is moving towards right, or it pulled towards right with velocity v, uniform velocity v. We have to study the induction and energy transfer. For this purpose, this crosses indicates magnetic field. It is a uniform, it is perpendicular to the plane, that is directed inward. We consider the wire ABCD. Some part of the wire is, or loop is, in the magnetic field. In the magnetic field, this is L, this is X. Area within the field is ELX. Now, as this is moved towards right with velocity v, that loop is moved in a magnetic field, the current is induced in it in clockwise sense. This is the current. Current is induced in clockwise sense, and the segments of the wire inside the loop experiences a forces. Here force F1, here force F2, and here force F3. As loop is moved in a magnetic field, EMF is induced or current is induced, that current flows in clockwise sense, and hence forces are there on these sides. Suppose this force is F1, F2, F3. The directions of these forces is given by Fleming's left hand rule. See here, these three fingers are perpendicular. If this finger denotes the B, that is magnetic field, this finger denotes the current, then this thumb denotes the force. Here the force is upward. Similarly, by this rule, the force F3 is downward, and by the same rule, this F1 is here. And if conductor is moved in a magnetic field, the force acting on it is F is equal to I L cross B. L cross B. In magnitude, that force is ILB sine theta. That force is ILB sine theta. If theta is the angle between length of conductor and magnetic induction, here this angle is 90 degree, and hence this sine 90 is 1. So this force is ILB. ILB. Force acting is ILB. We write on this. Suppose now here, as this side is same, the same force act here and also same here, but these two forces are equal and opposite. They cancels. The length here is same, hence this quantity will be same. And the equal and opposite forces F2 and F3, they cancels each other. As the frame is moved here, and as it is moved, the force F1 acts towards the left, to pull the loop, moving with constant velocity V towards the right. It is required to apply external force F opposite to this F1. External force F opposite to F1 to overcome this magnetic force, and that force F which we have to apply here having equal magnitude as that of F1 but opposite direction. So this F which we have to apply here is equal to minus of F1. This F is equal to minus of F1, so that the loop moves with constant velocity towards the right. F is equal to minus of F1. The rate of doing work on the loop is power. The rate of doing work on the loop is power, and we know power is work upon time. But work is force into displacement upon time. Force into displacement upon time. But displacement upon time is a velocity. Displacement upon time is a velocity. So this power is F into V, or it is a dot product of F and V. F V cos theta. Angle between them is 0. Cos 0 is 1. So this power is F into V. Now the loop moves towards the right. Its area inside the magnetic field goes on decreasing because the loop moves towards the right. This L remains same, but this X goes on decreasing. As loop moves towards the right, area of the loop in field decreases. As we know, flux is equal to B into area. As area decreases, it decreases the magnetic flux, linked with the loop. Current is induced due to this in the loop, and it gives the force that opposes the loop, pulling away from magnetic field. It gives the force that opposes the loop, pulling away from the magnetic field. Here flux due to magnetic field is phi, due to magnetic field is B into A, but A we know it is Lx, so it is B into Lx, B into Lx or capital Lx, L into x. Phi B is B into Lx. As x decreases, this area decreases and flux decreases, and due to change in magnetic flux there is induced EMF, and that magnitude of induced EMF is given by d phi upon dt. Or it is d upon dt of Blx. B and L are constant, hence we write this E as Bl into dx upon dt. But we know dx upon dt is a velocity. Dx upon dt is the velocity. Hence, this EMF is BLV. This EMF is BLV. Suppose this P equal to FV, our equation 1. This EMF induced is BLV, B into L into V. Suppose this is our equation 2. Now here this loop is considered as one circuit having the total resistance as R. Effective resistance of the loop is R. Current flows through the loop is suppose I, and EMF is induced in the loop. R is the total effective resistance of the loop. I is the current flowing through the loop. E is EMF induced in the loop. So induced current I is E upon R. Here induced current I is very simple formula. This magnitude of EMF upon R, and hence this I is BLV upon R. Suppose this is equation 3. Induced current is BLV upon R. As we know, this F is IL cross B, F is ILB sin theta. If theta is 90, F is equal to ILB. Hence, due to this current, these segments carrying the loop experiences these forces, and as these two forces are equal and opposite, they cancel each other, but this force is unbalanced, that is F1. We have to apply the external force F here, and that F is opposite to that minus F1. Hence the magnitude of that F1 is same as F. Magnitude of F1 is same as F, and it is ILB sin 90. That F is ILB sin F is equal to F1 in magnitude, and that F1 is ILB sin 90, and that is theta is 90. That F1 is ILB. Magnitude of this force F, it is negative of this F1, and hence magnitude of F1 is ILB. As F is ILB, and we know the value of I, we substitute this value of I as, we write this as ILB. We substitute that value of I as BLV upon R in this equation, BLV upon R. So this F is BLV upon R into LB. F is BLV upon R into LB, or it is B square L square V upon R. B square L square V upon R. Suppose this is equation 4. Very simple equation. B square L square V upon R. But we know power is F into V. Power is F into V. So we write the equation for the power as F into V. That is the velocity. F we know B square L square V upon R. Into V. So power will be B square L square V square upon R. B square L square V square upon R. Suppose this is equation 5. We get the power as B square L square V square upon R. Now see in the figure, if current I flows through this circuit having the effective resistance R, as current flows through the resistor, heat is produced, and this rate of production of heat energy due to flowing this current, rate of production of heat energy in the loop moved with speed V is given by the power, and that is I square R. That rate of production of heat in this loop or resistance is also given by the power, and that power is I square R. But what is I? This I is BLV upon R. This I is BLV upon R. If we substitute here, we get P as I square means B square L square V square upon R square. B square L square V square upon R square into this R. 1 R get cancels, and we get equation for the power as P is equal to 1 R cancels with this R. We get the equation for power as B square L square V square upon R. B square L square V square divided by R. 1 R cancels with this R. We call it as equation 6. Equation 6. Now see equation 5 and 6. This is the power B square L square V square upon R. Again we get P is equal to B square L square V square upon R. This we have obtained as the rate of doing mechanical work. This equation is nothing but the rate of doing the mechanical work, and that equation we have obtained as rate of production of heat energy in the circuit. So this from 5 and 6 we say that rate of doing mechanical work is exactly same as rate of production of heat energy in the circuit or loop. See again, rate of doing mechanical work is exactly same as rate of production of heat energy in circuit or loop. Hence, work done in pulling the loop through the magnetic field appears as heat energy in the loop. That work done appears as a heat energy in the loop. That is energy transfer. Okay? Today we stop here. Thank you.